So the BYD BD12s have been out for around 2 months. And a couple of days ago I went out to go on them, and here are my thoughts on it. So we'll start with the exterior. In my opinion, the front looks horrendous. It looks worse than the BD11, and that bus was way too overhated compared to the BD12. But the back of the bus is a different story. The back looks modern, futuristic, and sleek all at the same time. BYD didn't add the grille on the back unlike its predecessor. I think the grilles are on the top of the bus, but I don't really know. Also, I might be a bit picky, but I don't like the top of the bus. They should have covered the top entirely, but that would cause a lot of problems. Now for the interior. I've only been on the Arriva variant, sadly not on the Metroline variant. And I'm not going to Finchley just to go on that bus. Anyways, the interior looks a bit interesting to say the least. Instead of the 2 passenger seats to the left of the driver or the forward-facing seats directly behind the driver, instead BYD decided to be different and have backward-facing seats directly behind the driver. I would prefer to stand then sit on that seat, and when the bus got crowded between Coulsdon and West Croydon, nobody sat on that seat and people just sat next to another person, which I understand completely. Nobody wants to sit and have the whole bus looking at them. It would be very awkward. Moving on, the seats are just like the BD11, but unlike its predecessor, it has a back window, unlike the bottom deck BD11. The bus has many amenities such as USB-A and USB-C and thankfully air conditioning. Unlike a very prominent hybrid bus around Greater London. And of course no middle seat, which can be a plus if you don't want people to sit next to you or you are working on a bus. Also, one thing I wasn't expecting is how tall of a single-decker bus it is. It is very tall for a single-decker bus, and I actually kinda like it. This bus is giving Higger Steed vibes for anyone who resides in Bristol or Brighton. Another thing is capacity. The capacity on this bus is alright. Nothing like the Enviro 300 or Enviro 200 EV, but at least it doesn't have the capacity of a van. So is the bus a good bus? It depends on what you think. But in my opinion, yes. While there are bigger and better single-decker electric or midi buses, this one is cheaper and are probably the same than other contenders. But I haven't been on a lot of single-decker electric buses, but I will next time I go to Croydon again, I will go on some more of these buses. So yeah, this is the end of the video, and I will see you in the next one. So did you really think I was gonna make a joke about the BD12 looking like a Lego brick? Well, I wasn't.